Alright, hey YouTube! Welcome to the new year, and welcome back to another Wyman video. So what we got going on tonight is we got the little ender in here, and I'm gonna talk about a few things tonight. I've been working with this machine quite a bit, and I really like this little machine. It's a great little machine. Perfect starter machine. Can't really ask for much better. There's a few things that I've noticed in using this thing. It had these little guys, these little strips that go in here in the V slot and V slots on the rails here, and you know, it kind of dresses it up, makes it look cutesy and whatnot. But I noticed that I was getting some rubbing on. You can't really see it in the video here. Yeah, probably not going to be able to see it, but you could definitely see some drag marks on this thing. And where it was dragging was there's two screw heads right down here, and it was dragging on those screw heads. And then I noticed that the one in the front in this slot was dragging on, let's see if I can get it, on that guy right there, on that little stub. Just a very little bit. I could notice a little bit of drag in it. So I pulled those out. Those are going away. Not going to use those. Junk. Garbage. Doesn't need to look cutesy. The other thing I noticed was I was getting a little bit of wobble in the Z. Now this is, when the ender comes to you, they give you this little bracket, and you get this guy here is your filament holder, and it's got a big plastic nut. It goes on there, holds it on. I made my own because it didn't quite fit my filament roll, and it created some drag. So ixnayed that, made my own, mounted it up there, ran it like that for quite a while, and I started noticing just a little bit of variations in the prints. And I noticed that with, 2 pounds of filament basically hanging off the back side of this thing, right on the top of that rail, the movement of the machine, you just get a little tiny bit of wobble there. And it probably wasn't anything worth worrying about, but I figured, what the hell, I'm gonna do something different. So I got on the old Fusion 360, and I modeled this guy up. And it's your pretty standard filament holder. I could have downloaded one, but why? I've got Fusion 360. I don't want to download stuff. I want to make stuff. That's what we're all about. Making cool stuff. And I did it a little bit different. I designed some little cam locks in here. So these guys here cam lock in, and that's what holds it together. And then see if I can, kind of tough to do this one-handed, y'all. So mind the video for a minute. I promise this year I will get some equipment going on. We'll do some better videos, because right now this is terrible. I know. I'm sorry, but hey, I got to show you. It's kind of neat. I like it. So Fusion 360 threads, modeled, threaded inside, modeled, and it works. It works really well. And bam. I got my own spool holder, and it sets my 2 pounds of filament off to the side of my machine and isn't dangling from the top of it. Another thing I did is I decided I wanted a handle on this thing to be able to just pick it up and move it. So I made a handle, but I couldn't just make a handle, right? What fun is that? It's just a handle. So we got the little ender there, and then we got little A Wyman ender, right there on the top. This can't really see it, but hey, there's another ender there. So, you know, just you got to make it yours, right? So I did. Then the other thing I did was I decided I was going to go ahead and I've heard guys talk about the stabilizer for the V-rod, or the Z-rod, excuse me, the Z-rod. So there it is. I made a stabilizer that's all integrated into my handle that bolts onto the top. Now you guys are thinking, well, why do you need a handle on your 3D printer? Well, look at the thing. It's tiny. I mean, why wouldn't I want to make this thing portable? Make it easy to move it around. So that's what I'm working on. What I got here is this is a C14 plug. Okay, this is a pretty standard plug, I guess, for they use it mainly for servers and stuff like that, I guess. I'm not real sure what they use it for, but they're on eBay. They're all over the place, these plugs. This one's got a power switch on it, which I thought was really cool. So I grabbed one of these off of eBay, and I got a power cord coming in as well. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewire my power supply so that my power supply comes out. It'll come around. I'll make a box, and this guy will click into the box. I'll have a power plug and a power switch on my power supply. Now, what good does that really do me, other than I've got a cord that unplugs from my power supply? Well, I'm also going to make a box that mounts my ender to my power supply. Then I'll have legs coming off of here to take up this gap, and probably a little shelf area right here to be able to wind up the power cord and slide it right in there. Then we got a portable ender. Why not? Be able to move it around easy. Throw it in the closet. Whatever. Makes it easy. And that's the great thing about having a 3D printer, is if there's something you don't like about something, you can change it. And you can change it how you want it. Not what some other designer thinks should be right, or whatever. You have to buy something or order something. You make it. This is a mini manufacturing plant right here on my bench top, and it cost me less than $200 shipped to my door. That's amazing. It blows my mind still. Something else I had going on was all the little tools and crap. What do you do with it? I mean, I had a little baggie, and the baggie was sitting next to the printer, and it was just like, man, that's inefficient. I don't like that. It doesn't work for me. So I made myself a little tray. Doesn't get in the way of nothing. Fits right underneath the bed of the machine. It holds my little mini SD converter USB deal. Has a little slot for that in there. I even designed slots to hold two mini SD cards and a full-size SD card that all fits into this little tray right here in between the control box and the I guess that would be the Y-axis. But you know, it's not just a tray. It also, that's right, slotted. So it's not going to go anywhere. It's a drawer. It's not just a tray. It's a drawer, man. Not tea bag. Works pretty good. I like it. So that's just that's another thing I got going on. That's what's cool. You know, you modify it, make it yours. It's not yours till you modify it. So I'm making it mine. And it's about to be portable. Now, one of the things I was looking at when I was thinking about all of this is, okay, how do I make this box? How am I going to make this box? I'm going to make it a couple of pieces and slide it together. How am I going to do it? What am I going to do here? I can't. It's bigger than my bed. Can't print it in one piece. Huh. How do I do this? Well, this is how I do this. Just showed up today. That's right. Any guesses what this might be? Now, some of you might be thinking,